All right, let's dive into this explainer and unpack a truly fascinating modern mystery. We're looking at the vanishing acts of the ultra-rich. When you think about immense wealth, you probably picture something loud, right? Something impossible to ignore. But there's a massive sociological shift happening right now, right beneath the surface of the global economy. The wealthy aren't just hoarding capital anymore, they're hoarding something way more scarce in our modern era: absolute privacy. Today, we're going to break down exactly why the modern millionaire is disappearing from public view and exactly how they're pulling it off.
It's a great question, isn't it? Where did all the millionaires actually go? Think of this kind of like a detective story. Historically, wealth was something you wanted people to see. Think back to that golden age of MTV Cribs in the early 2000s, right? Billionaires and celebrities were just eagerly opening their massive, gilded front doors for camera crews. They wanted to show off those fleets of customized sports cars and indoor basketball courts. The entire point was to be seen. But fast forward to today, in our hyper-connected modern world. We literally have more millionaires and billionaires than at any other point in human history. Yet their flashy, highly visible presence, it seems to have just evaporated. Obviously, they haven't lost their money. So where did all that flashy wealth of the past disappear to? Well, to solve this mystery, we've got to look at what replaced it.
For generations, the ultimate status symbol was all about conspicuous consumption. You bought the mega yacht, you threw the massive public gala, you made absolutely sure your name was etched in giant letters on the side of a skyscraper. It was wealth as a performance. But today, the new ultimate flex is completely the opposite. It's stealth wealth. We're talking total anonymity. It's owning massive, unlisted properties that don't even register on mapping software. Today's modern wealthy are trading the limelight for the shadows. They aren't buying billboards anymore, they're buying invisibility cloaks.
So let's jump into part one, the disappearing modern millionaire, and this massive shift to stealth wealth. As you can see, the ultimate status symbol is no longer attention, it's invisibility. And why is that? Well, because in an era where literally everyone can broadcast their lives to millions of people for free on social media, attention has become incredibly cheap. Anyone with a smartphone can get attention. But what's extremely difficult to get, what is genuinely rare and exclusive these days, is the ability to not be seen at all. The traditional tropes of flashy wealth are being completely flipped on their head. If you want to show you've truly arrived in the modern era, you don't show off, you disappear. Which brings us to part two, the burden of visibility, and the problem with our hyper-connected world. I want you to consider your own digital footprint for a second. Think about how much data your phone collects, or how easily someone can figure out your location from just a casual social media post. Now imagine having hundreds of millions of dollars attached to that exact same digital footprint. The pressure is absolutely immense. Let's look at the modern risks of public wealth. First up, data tracking. We live in a world where teenagers have literally built automated bots that track the real-time flight paths of private jets owned by billionaires. Crazy, right? Second is social media scrutiny. Every purchase, every movement, every misstep is documented, criticized, and amplified globally in an instant. And third, there are very real physical security risks that come with massive public exposure. In today's world, visibility isn't a victory lap anymore. It's a massive, glaring liability. It basically paints a giant target on your back. Moving right along to part three, defining the privacy premium, the ultimate financial solution.
So what exactly is the privacy premium? It's the financial cost and the structural measures modern millionaires utilize to escape public visibility and achieve a completely secluded, untrackable lifestyle. I really want you to take away from this that privacy is no longer just a setting you toggle on your web browser. It's a booming industry. It's a premium product. The ultimate luxury isn't a flashy sports car. It's something you purchase structurally to escape the modern world. You are literally paying a premium, spending millions and millions of dollars just to ensure that society forgets you exist. It's basically an ongoing, highly expensive subscription to absolute anonymity.
So how is this actually executed in practice? Well, step one is scrubbing public data. This means hiring elite reputation management firms to aggressively erase digital footprints, remove public records, and completely bury search results. Step two, purchasing through blind trusts. When a modern millionaire buys a home, a car, or any major asset, their name goes nowhere near the paperwork. It's completely shielded behind convoluted layers of anonymous LLCs and blind trusts, making it practically impossible to trace back to the true owner. And step three, retreating to private enclaves. We're talking about purchasing massive tracts of land in totally remote areas surrounded by private security forces, living in communities where entire roads are legally off-limits to mapping software and Google Street View cars. They are meticulously engineering their own complete absence from the grid.
And that leads us into part four, the new ultimate luxury, escaping the grid.
You know, the title of our source material really perfectly captures the essence of this entire explainer. The Privacy Premium, Why Modern Millionaires Are Disappearing. It perfectly summarizes a complete 180 degrees sociological reversal. A century ago, during the Gilded Age, you bought a mansion on Fifth Avenue specifically so the public could gaze at your wealth. But today you buy an island in the Pacific and shroud the whole thing in ironclad non-disclosure agreements specifically so the public cannot. Buying privacy has literally become the modern equivalent of buying a palace. It is without a doubt the definitive flex of the 21st century elite. So I'll leave you with this thought. If you suddenly came into unimaginable wealth tomorrow, how much of it would you pay just to disappear? Would you buy the flashy cars and soak up the attention? Or would you quietly pay that privacy premium to vanish into a secluded, completely